there, sir.
Hi.
Hello. I just had a report from two members of the public. Just get out from my face for a moment. I don't mind you recording me. I just don't want it in my face.
I'll hold it back a little bit.
No, I've had two reports from two members of the public saying that you've been here. They think your actions have been quite suspicious, videoing the security centre over on the right-hand side there. Could you tell me what your business is here today?
I'm just testing my camera.
You're testing your camera? Okay. Do you know what building that is?
Yeah, of course I do, yeah.
What building is it?
MI5, I think.
MI5, yeah, okay. So the reason obviously we're speaking to you today is obviously at the moment the counter-terrorism level is quite high. Do you realise that? Did you realise that was a question?
There hasn't been an attack for a few years now, no?
No, but the threat level is still considered to be quite high. It's generally quite in the news, but if you're not, I've just educated you the fact that it is.
Yeah, cool,
okay,
man.
You understand that.
Cool.
And obviously some of the tactics that these people employ, unfortunately, is sort of reconnaissance. So they look at some sort of the more interesting buildings within London, some of the more security sort of buildings within London, and they would look to do some form of reconnaissance, pretty much what you're probably doing, taking some form of video footage
I'm not doing reconnaissance.
on cameras. Okay, but you can understand that your actions at the moment do look like that. Do you understand that?
I understand that you think that, yeah, but it's not the fact. It's not the truth. That I haven't got any sinister intention.
Okay, cool. What's your name, please, buddy, so I can just confirm who you are?
I'm not prepared to give my name.
Well, if you can allow me to confirm who you are, then I can establish your identity, and in which case, after that, then I can confirm the fact that you may or may not be obviously doing what you're doing reasonably. Because if you don't confirm who you are, then that's going to put some doubt around your identity, in which case that's going to start to make me a bit more suspicious about your actions, about what you're doing here today. However, if you're willing to give me your name and I can identify who you are, then we can take a step forward about what you're doing is reasonable or not. So, one, can you give me your personal details, and two, do you have any photographic ID, please?
I don't have any photographic ID, and I can't give you my details.
Why is that, sir? Could you perhaps give me a reasonable explanation as to why you don't want to give me your details?
I refuse to answer based on the 1st, 4th, 5th and 14th Amendments to the United States Constitution.
And what are those, sir?
You can look it up on Google.
Well, no, I'm asking you.
1st, 4th, 5th and 14th Amendments to the United States Constitution.
Okay, well, I'll give you another chance if that's possible.
I'm not going to provide my name. I'm not doing nothing wrong.
Well, I'm trying to be reasonable here.
I know you are. I'm in a public place.
I'm going to explain it just one more time for you, okay?
Yeah, okay.
So, obviously, your actions have been reported to me by two members of the public. It's deemed to be suspicious. I've told you around, obviously, the threat level in terms of terrorists at the moment is quite high.
I'm not a terrorist.
So, I'm telling you that's the threat level. I'm not saying whether you're a terrorist or not. I'm also telling you, obviously, your actions around one of the main security buildings in London is also deemed to be suspicious. And an easy way for me to establish whether or not what you're telling me is the truth would be to establish your identification. So at the moment, you're making me a lot more suspicious and starting to sort of ground up a few more grounds of whether or not I think what you're doing is reasonable or not. So if you could help me out here, if you can give me your details,
I don't think it's going to help you out very much.
Then I can progress it a little bit more.
I don't think it's going to help you out very much.
It is going to help me, as I've just explained. So
I don't think it will.
I'll ask you again. Could you just give me your name or some way to confirm who you are?
I think it'll just make you more suspicious.
Why is that?
Because the Metropolitan Police are good at racial profiling.
No, I'm just asking you your details. The most reasonable people, having the explanation that I've given you, would be willing to give me their details.
Actually, that's not true. I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm in a public place. I've got no sinister intentions. I understand what you're saying. This looks suspicious. I'm not prepared to give my name.
You're not prepared to give me that?
No, and I won't change your mind either. So you can do what you want. Why is that? Well, I told you why. Because I'm in a public place and I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm doing nothing wrong.
But do you not think it's quite reasonable just to ask someone their name?
I'm not saying you haven't been perfectly. What's the word? I'm not saying it's not reasonable. I'm just saying I know my rights and I don't have to provide my name.
Okay, mate. What's going to happen at this point? I'm going to ask you to put the camera down because you're going to be searched, okay, from this point. So I'll ask you to put the camera down. You can carry on recording, I don't mind that. Okay. Could you just take the bag? Could you take the bag off your shoulder?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I haven't got nothing on me.
That's right.
I'm not being violent.
I know you're not. And your actions at the moment, you're being quite compliant. But what I'm not happy with is obviously your actions here today in terms of filming the building. the fact you won't give me your name, and the fact I've had 2 reports from 2 members of the public, you equally think that your behaviour has been suspicious, so you're going to be stopped and searched under the Terrorism Act, okay? Fine. Do you understand that?
I understand
okay.
fully.
Just unzip your jacket for me.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you very much. Just look that way.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to look that way. That's fine.
Speak any other languages, mate?
No, I don't.
No? You read any other languages? No. You can't read that?
No.
Is this your bag?
Yeah, it's my bag, yeah. Everything in there's mine too.
Put your hand up for us.
No worries.
Range Rover with him.
Yeah. Put your hand up for
Sorry.
us, please, pal. Put your hand up for us, mate.
What is this, mate?
Sorry, what is what?
What is
You have to show it to me.
There you go. Well, you've got it on you, so
Sorry,
I'm
I'm
assuming
dead.
you must know what it is.
Well, I'm going to read it and tell you what it is.
Have you not read it already, then?
Sorry?
Have you not read it already?
It's scrap paper. I need to read it to tell you what it is.
Right, it talks about identification, suspicious luggage and cargo, stuff like that.
Can I read it?
Sursa Training
Alright,
Centre.
it's scrap paper from my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I ask you just to just reach into your pockets? I'm pretty happy that it's changed, but I just want to make sure. So like, you just
What
reach.
do you want me to do?
Just reach into your pocket, take all the change out of your pocket, and just hold it out.
No problem.
I'm pretty sure it is change and coins.
It is change.
I just want to be absolutely sure it is. Lovely. They're just cigarette butts, aren't they?
fillers.
If you put that in your back pocket,
Roll-ups.
and if you could just do the same with the other pocket for me, please,
Yeah,
sir.
no problem.
Lovely. If you just put that back in your pocket for us, please, buddy.
You've got my wallet, yeah?
Yeah, all your personal belongings are
okay.
over here just for a for the
No
time
worries.
being.
Mate, you've got this on. That's in your property with that name and address. Is that you? And if it's not, why have you got it?
Yeah, that's me, yeah.
That's you. Fantastic. Have you got a date of birth, please? You haven't, no? And what is your name and address, please? So I can confirm that's you.
It
as
is me.
opposed to. So
It
what's
is
the
me.
name and address on
I'm
it?
telling you, that's me. I know the address on it. I'm not giving you my details. I've
Right.
confirmed that's my name and address. I've gone
So what
further
is
than
the
I
name
wanted
and
to.
address on here?
I know the name and address on there, man. I'm not confirming it. If
Then
you,
I don't know that's you. If you can't.
well,
tell
it
me-
is me. Well, you can arrest me then, can't you? And we'll sort it out back at the station. It is me. You'll find out it's me. I told you I
I
didn't.
want to resolve this without being arrested.
What?
We're not being difficult here, sir. Just
No. I've told you it's me. I'm not
So
an
what
idiot.
is
I
the
can
name and
confirm
address
it.
on there? It makes no difference. If you're happy that this is you and I've got the name and address on here, then what is the issue of you telling me what that is? Because it should be the same, shouldn't it? So
Well, it is.
the only reason that you might not tell
Oh,
me that
well,
makes
it's
me
just not
suspicious
me.
that it's not you.
Well, it is me. Unfortunately, it is me.
So what is the name and address on here?
My name and address.
Which is what?
I'm not telling you.
Why are you being so difficult?
I'm not being difficult. I don't have.
You're being extreme.
I'm exercising my rights.
Okay.
You've got ID. It's in my bag. You can run a name check. You've got what you wanted.
That's not ID, is
That's
it?
not
A
ID.
name?
No, it's not ID.
It's
What
a
I mean
letter.
is, you now know who I am. You
Well,
didn't
I
get
don't
that
know
before.
who you are.
Well, you do.
Just to clarify matters, sir. Just to clarify matters, what we've got there is property. So what we need to establish is the ownership of that property.
So you're going to arrest
A
me?
very quick way to do that would you to be able to
I'm not
confirm
confirming
those
or
details are,
denying
to
anything.
confirm that it actually belongs to you.
I'm not confirming or denying anything at the roadside. If you want to confirm or deny it, we can go back to the police
Okay, well, we'll
station.
carry out some reasonable inquiries
Alright.
at the moment.
You can do that.
Why would you want to waste your own time doing that?
I've got nothing
That's
better
what
to
I
do.
don't understand.
Got nothing better to do.
Okay. Some Arabic film scripts as well. Any idea why you would have that? bearing in mind you've already said you don't understand what it says.
You chuck that and that through intelligence as well, please, mate.
Just to let you know, we are also recording, so feel free to stop because we've got it all as well. It's entirely up to you.
Oh yeah, but the only difference is if I make a freedom of information request, I won't get it.
I don't know what you're allowed and what you aren't.
No,
so
you're not allowed it, so I'd rather have my own documentation if that's
fine.
okay.
Not a problem at all.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So I know you've probably already told my colleague, but I wasn't listening when you said, what was your purpose of recording that building?
He didn't answer it.
Oh,
Did he?
So what is your
Yep,
purpose?
I did.
Oh yeah, I said I was
I
testing
just
my
didn't hear your
camera.
answer.
Testing my camera.
Right, so why would you test it here?
Why?
As opposed to,
There is an answer to that.
well, why don't you answer it then?
Oh, I'll answer it. They've got a blocker, haven't they? They block video and photos. Don't you know that?
Why would you test it here then?
Well, because they block it. Don't you understand?
Not really, no.
Well, I've got a mobile.
Doesn't make sense.
Well, it's the truth. Sometimes the truth doesn't make sense, unfortunately.
Local as well, mate.
Yeah.
Obviously, just to clarify matters, there's two things that you're still here. The reason why you're still here is effectively what we've obviously gathered is there's a piece of property that may or may not belong to you. So
It belongs to me. I'm telling you, it belongs to me.
Just to let me finish,
Sorry,
and I can
sorry.
explain to you. So we're investigating obviously a matter of whether or not that's a case
Wow.
of handling stolen goods or not.
Yeah.
The other matter is obviously some of the scripture I've seen in there and still your actions I feel to be suspicious. So obviously going to be investigation around these sort of the terrorist sort of activities, okay, that you may or may not be involved in. That's why you're still being detained. Do you understand that, mate?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Obviously, you've still got the opportunity to assist with those inquiries, which should obviously impact less on
I'm
you.
confirming
Although-
that's me.
but just, that would be very. That you're not, to be fair, you're not establishing whether or not that property belongs to you. So that's
It
the
belongs
first
to
thing.
me.
And the second thing is obviously you still haven't actually provided me with your name and address. to
That's
confirm who you are.
100% who I am.
Okay, what was the name then? Because a reasonable
I
normal.
didn't even want to come. A reasonable normal person.
A reasonable
here we go.
normal person would be able to provide me their name and
Oh,
address
right,
and be able to
okay.
tell me
Well,
what's
I'll
on
do
that
it
sheet
back
of
at the
paper.
station, won't it?
Okay. But I'm just to letting you know, I've given you the opportunity to avoid that, haven't I?
Yeah, you have, yeah.
Yeah, I have. Good.
We're doing everything we can to avoid that here.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely everything.
Obviously, just the reason why I'm explaining to you is obviously, but by law, I do that, don't I?
Do, by law, you do what? You enforce the law, yeah?
Was that, mate? Yeah. Either which, doesn't matter. Only because we've got that appointment, mate. I'm stuffed about it.
That's absolutely fine. To get by, so they know about it already anyway, so I think it must have been called in.
The other thing is, it's worthwhile checking the cameras, how long he's been here, what his movements have been. If we can check the cameras to see what his movements have been, how long he's been here, where he's been, and such like that. Is that right?
Been arrested before or anything like that?
You've just run my name, haven't you?
I haven't. I'm just
I know.
asking.
Oh, haven't you? Okay, yeah, I have, yeah.
But the way that works,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, is we can do a check and then we ask you questions to confirm that
Yeah.
they are identical.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I
if
understand.
you can confirm that and it matches up, then that's a very quick way to identify you. But if you're not willing to cooperate with that, if you're not willing to tell me a little bit about yourself, then I can't confirm that the person we've got on the computer is you. So again, you've got
How
that now third
convenient.
opportunity, another way that you could confirm who you are, your identity, in which case would avoid a lot more impact on you.
You're itching to arrest me. You might as well
I'm
just
not,
get on with
I'm
it.
not, to be honest.
You might as well just
I'm not,
get
to be
on with it.
honest.
I'm not confirming anything. I'm not confirming or denying anything. How's it go?
We're not being.
It doesn't normally go like
I'm
that,
not
to be
saying
honest.
you're right. It does. I'm not confirming or denying anything. That's what they say, innit?
We're not being inconvenient or awkward. We're just trying to get to the bottom of why you're here and who you are. That's all we're doing, which is perfectly reasonable and logical. So when were you last arrested and what for?
Years ago, and not for terrorism.
So what was it for?
I can't remember, mate. It was that long ago.
Do you remember when?
Nothing serious.
Like, do you remember when? Oh, years ago.
Years ago. Maybe 8, 9, who knows? A while, man. I don't get in trouble anymore.
Okay. You on any medication? You got any mental health issues or anything like that?
You've run my name, man. You already know. It's a rhetorical question.
No, it's
But
not.
as I said
Come
before,
on, you're not itching to find out my details.
But
Well,
as I said
don't know
before,
they're yours.
I don't know what's on that computer. I certainly
well,
don't know.
wouldn't
if
it be a
that
good idea to find out?
I still don't know if that person on that
It's
computer is
me.
you.
Of course not.
No.
Well,
I don't.
trust me, it's me. Unfortunately.
And,
It's me.
and the way it works is I can't disclose what's on that
Yeah.
computer, can I?
No, of course
Unless
not.
I know it's you.
Yeah, well, it's me.
Because then that would infringe the person's rights that's on that computer, wouldn't
Well, you can't infringe my
So-
rights.
it? No, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the person on the
Yeah,
computer.
it's me.
And a lot
My
of this would
fingerprints,
help if you
my
gave-
DNA.
We can't take that here. So
Sorry?
it would help if you gave us your date of birth. Might be a bit of a step forward. And then that's that cleared up, isn't it? If that's you, then that's you. That's fine. I don't know what I really don't know what the issue is here. You're making something very, very minor and something very major for absolutely no reason.
You would have arrested me if you didn't get my name. You're going to arrest me now you've got my name. I can't win.
Well, why would we arrest you if we have got your name, providing you're
You've got my
wanted?
name.
Okay,
I'm not wanted.
I'll explain it one more time. The two reasons that you're still here, the two reasons why we've completed the search and that you're still being detained here, there's two matters that we're investigating.
Yeah. One, if I'm a terrorist.
The first is it's potentially the handling stolen goods. So there's a crime of either theft or handling stolen goods. Okay. You could confirm that whether that property is yours or not simply by providing your details, which is a very simple and reasonable thing to do. And the other matter is obviously we're still looking into the potential, the terrorism activities, because obviously the scripture you've got, the actions you've
What
displayed.
scripture? It's not scripture.
Well, I don't know that.
Scripture's from the Quran, mate. It's not scripture.
But I don't know that.
Well, it's not the
until
Quran.
until I've established that, until I've carried out those
Okay.
inquiries, they're the two reasons why you're being detained.
I'll know the name of
If-
a good translator if you want one.
If for instance, well then, if for instance, here you go, mate. If for instance we can sort those two inquiries out, then you don't get arrested. If we can establish it's not stolen goods, you go on your way. If we can establish what's on there it is all innocent, then you still go on your way, don't you?
For the
But
record.
that is all down to you
Okay.
providing your details and being cooperative.
Okay.
All the while you're not being cooperative makes it more suspicious and it'll take longer.
Okay.
Just so we're clear, okay?
I'm not handling stolen goods and I'm not a terrorist.
But you need to be able to help
Prove.
us with those
Well, I
inquiries.
can't
that you-
prove the second
that you-
one, can I?
You can quite happily do now.
Well, the only thing I can prove is I'm not handling stolen goods. Who cares about that if you've pulled someone up for terrorism? Who cares about the handling stolen
But
goods?
I could start looking into who you are, confirm who you are, in which case it could help actually.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can
Good.
confirm I'm not handling stolen goods, but I might be a terrorist. Yeah, right.
I mean, on the details that you've given, okay, and the checks that are done, there are some marks that have come up that may be on you that might confirm that. If you don't want to give your date of birth,
Confirm what?
there's some scars on you that, if you show me your right arm, that'd be great. You want to take your jacket off if you wouldn't mind. Okay,
You want me to-
no, you don't need to do that. That might confirm it's you. I need to see your whole arm.
Just swap around that way.
There we go. And also the back of your head.
Back of my head.
Yeah. Lump in the back of your head. right arm, yeah? Yeah. Right. How long have you been here today?
Maybe 25 minutes. Yeah, 25 minutes.
I mean, we've been very, very reasonable with you. We've only asked you.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing
I
that.
just don't understand why you wouldn't give the details you've been asked. Is there some reason for it at all?
There's no criminal reason for it. I can promise you that.
What is the reason then?
It's not criminal. I promise you.
No, I'm just out of curiosity. What is the reason?
Curiosity. Give me your email and I'll email you it later.
No.
Go
Why,
on.
why would you do that?
Well, because I'm not prepared to say no.
That's absolutely fine.
If you were that curious, you would have given me your email. I'm not going to hack it or nothing. I wouldn't know how to. I guess paranoia comes with a job, no?
I'm not paranoid, mate.
All right,
Curiosity and
careful.
paranoia.
Curiosity killed the cat, didn't it? Careful. Careful, not paranoid.
Yeah. I just don't really like it when people are secretive, really. I think they've got
Secretive.
something
That's
to
why
hide.
I'm offering to tell you.
Tell me that.
I'm offering to.
You haven't told us hardly anything.
Yeah, I know. Give me your
Given
email
us
address
name,
and I'll
given us
tell you
your
that.
date of birth.
I've just confirmed who I am.
Given
If you
us
didn't
your-
find that letter in my bag, you wouldn't know who I was, would you? Right, what's happening then? What am I being arrested for? Not yet.
Right, let's go. Cool.
Okay.
I was just waiting for the results
no,
and some
that's it.
checks and stuff like that.
All right,
so
no problem.
You still be detained for that.
No problem.
Have you done anything like this before, filming sort of iconic sites or anything
That's
like
a rhetorical question, right?
that? No, that's a normal question.
Come on.
No,
It
I'm
really
just
isn't a
asking.
rhetorical question.
No, it's a simple question. Have you been filming iconic sites before? That's a perfectly normal question.
I'd prefer not to answer.
Okay, that's fine. Have you been stopped by police before for doing a similar kind of things you have today?
You already know the answer.
No, I don't. Otherwise,
You
if
really
I did, I
don't.
wouldn't ask you, would I?
What he's asking.
Well, if you don't, there's a serious breakdown of security in this country, man. That's all I can say. Two members of the public phoned you. I've been filming them idiots for 20 minutes. And two members of the public phone you.
Right. And your point is what?
You can consider this a security audit.
Right.
And you failed big time. All of you.
So is that your intention? Is it to highlight lapses in security?
Not necessarily, but I think I just have. They're all having a conference over there.
Probably watch it back later. exactly do you do with all your film that you've taken?
All what film? All this film? I'm not sure yet.
No.
Probably nothing. I'm sure they've got some Arabic speakers in there. You can give them the scripture if you want. They can translate it real quick.
No, there's just there's one last inquiry we're waiting for, and that's effectively just checking the cameras so it matches up with what you've told me. Okay.
Which is what I've been standing here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just want to make sure you've not been anywhere else, not been doing anything else you shouldn't have been, and after that.
I had a little walk up and down, not far. But that's it.
Round the building at all?
No, I stayed over this side.
Okay. So you're going to be filming any other places today or not? No?
What was your name? I'm not just hoping to talk to you. I know it's on the paper, I'm just being polite. It's nice to talk to someone by their name.
What's your name?
Me, G.
G. I'm Rani.
Rani.
Yeah.
It's not an offensive question.
Oh, no, it's not.
But are you right?
Yeah, I'm alright. You?
I'm just being caring.
Yeah,
I'm being quite
no,
genuine here, mate.
it's fine, thank you.
Are you right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Because you're not making me concerned about in terms of your safety in the public domain, but I'm a little bit concerned because this isn't generally what I would consider normal behaviour.
Yeah, I understand.
Is everything all right in your life?
Yeah.
I know my colleague asked you, but are you on any meds at the moment? You under any care or anything like that? So I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm genuinely being quite concerned about you, mate. That's all. You're not to the point where I think you shouldn't be in a public place, but there is a bit of concern that I just want to make sure you're okay.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Yeah.
What you're displaying isn't normal behaviour in my mind. I've been doing policing probably for the last, excess of 20 years, so I'm fairly experienced in how
you sound like a nice guy.
Sort of behave and react.
Yeah.
And this just doesn't seem quite normal.
No, it wouldn't.
On a nice Friday afternoon, the sun's shining. I think there's better things to do, but that's your choice. I get that, but it just seems a little bit strange.
Yeah, I understand.
You alright?
Yeah.
Cool.
Fine, thanks for asking.
It's alright?
Means a lot.
Share it. Just the camera result, mate, that's all I'm waiting for.
I got cameras everywhere around here.
Yeah.
What are your plans the rest of the day, Ronnie?
Just gonna go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully.
In all seriousness, bearing in mind what we've said,
Yeah.
do you still not think this is strange what you're doing, unless you're doing it for a particular purpose? In which case, which is fine, but we just like to know what it is. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get in trouble or anything like that.
I'm not doing nothing illegal, I can promise you that.
But everything's been explained to you, and it's
Yeah.
not normal, mate.
Sorry?
It's not normal, is it? Unless you're doing it for a particular purpose.
It's a matter
in which
of
case
opinion,
we'd like to
isn't it?
know. Yes, it is.
This is a famous building.
It is, but without going over it again, it's pointless.
Better view of it from the bridge.
Do you?
Does look better from the back, to be honest.
Probably the worst aspect to film, to be fair, but that's
You
your
think?
choice, isn't it, mate?
So the thing is that the filming of the building is not really an issue because you can get it on the internet. It's the fact that you're filming the entrance with people going in and out. That's what's causing people concern. And why we're asking so many questions. Because people do the building all the time, tourists do it. The thing is, because you're not being really upfront with us, it just makes people a bit curious and a bit jumpy, really. And you could have watched all of that 15 minutes, 20 minutes ago with a couple of answered questions. And I appreciate you've got nothing better to do, but we don't want to waste your time as much as we don't want to waste our own time. That's why we can't understand why.
Well, we're waiting on CCTV now, aren't we?
That's fine, but that could have all been sorted out 20 minutes ago.
What, the CCTV?
No, just you answering a couple of questions as to why you're here would have made it a bit quicker.
Yeah, but we still would have had to wait for the CCTV, wouldn't we?
Yeah, quite possibly.
There you go.
But
The request would have gone in earlier. That's what
Yeah.
Mike probably
Oh,
told
okay.
And with human beings,
All right.
we can only do one
I'll take the blame then.
inquiry at a time.
I'll take the blame.
And if you look at that, we've probably spent,
That's right.
I reckon, what, 10-15 minutes looking into
You guys are paid to be here. I wish I was.
stolen goods aspect to this, which now we know didn't exist. But at the time, because of you not being very cooperative, it made it very suspicious. So we wasted time doing that, really, didn't we, effectively? And that's wasting your time as well as ours. I started at 7 this morning. I've got another 11, 10 hours to go. But it's your time, as I try to give you the opportunity to assist with that, to speed things up for you. Okay. So,
All right. It's not the end of the world. It just feels like it.
bearing in mind you've been here 25 minutes, why do you feel the need to carry on filming?
I'm documenting this encounter.
No, you just keep...
You're filming, aren't you? Oh,
Yeah.
I'll point at you if it makes
That's
you feel
absolutely
better.
fine, but you keep doing
All
it
right.
towards the entrance.
I'll stop.
And there's no need.
All right, I'll film you
Film
two
where
from
we
now
are,
on.
mate. That's
All right,
absolutely fine.
no
Very
problem.
photogenic, mate, to be honest.
If you prefer it.
No, I'd rather you filmed me at the
Okay.
entrance where the people are going in, yeah.
Okay. I've got no problem with
Or
that.
you could film it down at the ground and it's still got audio,
Right, we'll
hasn't it?
film the ground too.
And that's still... Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Do you want to carry on? We're busy, thank you.
Hello, mate.
Recording though, that
If you carried on, he wouldn't record you. Thank you. Cheers, mate.
Goodbye.
Back towards the entrance.
No, I was filming your car.
Okay. I'll tell you what, why don't we stand this side? That way you won't get the building at all, yeah?
No, well, I've already got enough footage of the building
Exactly,
anyway.
exactly.
It's beside the point now.
Yeah, mate, we're right in the middle of Blarney's. Just go over there, mate. We're right in the middle of the pavement. Thank you. That do you? Lovely. Cheers. search terms. In his bag, there was one of them. Nothing to secure.
Number 15 check will come back.
So
Lucky someone didn't hit that, isn't it?
It's 5 coppers down each, I think you'll be alright.
You'd be surprised, mind you, it's an empty bag, they wouldn't get very much, would they?
Waiting one more phone call for 15.
yeah, cool.
Were you given anything else?
No, they said that we can do that. Two other times. Apparently they've said that all we can do is do it, and then in which case,
So we've got one more inquiry to come back. And it'll be worst of us.
yeah.
What was that, 15 inquiries?
Just waiting for one phone call back, so
okay.
it shouldn't be much longer, mate. As long as that does come back, as there's nothing untoward, then effectively it'll be a case of some words of advice for you. We've already obviously discussed about cooperating, it just saves time for you, that's a matter for you. In future cases, it's a decision for you, it doesn't affect me at all. It just means you might be kept at the roadside next to 2 handsome police officers for a little bit less time next time. In all seriousness, though, the thing I do want to point out to you to be quite clear around the law and stuff like that. Okay, so today the complaint we received was around the fact that your behaviour was suspicious. So the words that we used, we described were suspicious, which is why we had 2 members of public approach us, which is why you were initially stopped today. Do you understand that bit?
We understand.
Okay, so the second bit is where you're filming, obviously the entrance, as like my colleague pointed out, a number of members of the public come in. Should complaints come in, and they haven't as yet, I'll be quite clear in that, no one's made a complaint as yet, but should a complaint come in around the fact that they feel either intimidated by that, or they find that your behaviour is either threatening, alarming, or is going to upset them in some way, then there could be some other offences that could be considered. So you could be liable to offences under the Public Order Act, or effectively breaching the Queen's Peace, both of which are arrestable, and you could end up at a police station. So just something to consider. At the moment today, that is not what's been said. Today's just that you were suspicious, but if someone felt that, like, later on, if you're still videoing them, and they find that your behaviour in doing that is quite threatening, alarming, or causing them distress, then you certainly could be considered to be arrested under the Public Order Act, or say preventing the breach of the peace. Okay?
Okay.
That's not happening now, okay?
Alright.
But it's just advice.
Okay.
All right?
Wait for one more phone call back, mate. All right?
Alright.
I know I asked this before, but I don't think you answered. Have you been stopped in circumstances like this before? It's not a trick question, it's not rhetorical like you said earlier. It's a yes or no, be fine. Because under the Terrorism Act,
I've never been stopped under the Terrorism Act.
Footage under the Terrorism Act.
I've never. You need to film this. You need to review
the footage on there, mate. Yeah, because we need to be happy about what you're filming. Okay, and unfortunately, we will be viewing it. So it's best if we do have your cooperation.
You will have my cooperation.
No, in which case, can we put it back to the beginning?
You can show us.
Of
Just
when
put
you
on the bonnet. Just show us. View it.
Okay, no problem.
If you can put that back to the beginning when you was here, so we can have a look at it, please.
Alright.
Now.
You want to do that now?
Yes,
Alright.
if possible.
I'm doing